Okay, so how to edit wedding photos or maybe family portrait photos for these kind of styles. So wedding styles and family portrait sort of styles kind of work quite nicely together. So in this one, we're just going to recreate this edit here. We have the raw image, very lucky to have that. And I'll just teach you all the settings, how to work in Lightroom in the effort to recreate this edit here. So I'll be covering the curves, color grading. Now, if you want to learn from lots of pro wedding photographers, I've brought them together into one place so we can learn different styles. So there's Kelly Taylor, there's Emma, there's Marcella. So we dive deep, we get the raw image, we get the preset, and we dive deep into these settings to really learn really quickly how to achieve these styles and adjustments that need to get made, and learning how these styles are actually built in a color theory scientific way. All these styles are in one place, so it lets us learn really fast. Okay, so let's start with the settings. We've got 35mm, 1.6. That's a lot of light coming in. That's why there's a bit of blurriness to the background. Low ISO, because there's lots of light, and then from the aperture here, and then a fast shutter because we've got a lot of light here, and slightly underexposed, which works for the style. So my very first thing might be to enable profile corrections, and as you can see, that really brightens the image and gets rid of the vignetting. The second thing would be to do some sort of work in the curves, or we could just brighten it. Okay, and now let's work in the curves. Okay, so we want a flat, moody kind of style. So I'm gonna bring down the whites. So remember, this axis is whites over here, and then shadows are over here, okay? So, and then this axis is brightening and darkening. So we are darkening the shadows. We are darkening the highlights. We are darkening the whites, okay? So for this example, so way down in this corner is that we're gonna lift the blacks. So you can see how we get this little bit of fade. We want a little bit of that, not heaps, just a little. Okay, something like this. If I show you, maybe if I'll lift this a bit, show you the before and after, you can see how we smoothed that out. That's really important. Okay, so I'm going to come back and reference a few tools and try to explain as I go. Okay, so I like using this curve with the sliders. It does the exact same as the previous curve, but it's just nice to work with. So as you can see, if it's high, it just doesn't look the same. So if we drop it, we are darkening all these highlights and whites up here. So let's just drop that. So we just really flattened it a bit extra. So it helps with the moody look, faded look. We don't want bright, high contrast for these kinds of styles. Clarity should be at 0. Okay, so my next thing would be to do an S-curve in the color channels. Let's do that. Okay, right click, copy channel settings. Let's do it in the green, blue. Now let's turn it on and off. You can see how we've darkened the image, but we've also like kept it smooth. Okay, this curve is keeping it nice and smooth. Reset channel. See how it's too contrasty? We're smoothing it out here, and now we've just added in lots of contrast with the red, green, and blue channel, because if you know color theory, we can create any color we want in here now. Okay, so we're going to do that really soon. We're going to come back to the curves here, and we're going to explain how to get the perfect warmth that you see here. Okay, this warmth. We're going to fine tune our colors very shortly back in the curves, but to get our colors somewhat close, we're going to come up here and we're just going to lift the warmth really high. Okay, so here, fine tune some things. Just drop the contrast. We're just looking too punchy. Up the shadows so we can see our subject a little better. Got quite a bit more contrast. Flattening. Okay, so we want whites down and the highlights down, and you can quickly see that our greens are too saturated, so that's all of our colors are too saturated. Moodiness by dropping the vibrance, but we'll just do a little bit here. While we're here, we'll do clarity. It does do a little bit to your contrast of the image, so we'll just go back here. Okay, so our image looks maybe a little too bright. But what I'm going to do is there's this filter I've placed. So I'm going to drop exposure. Okay. Yeah, I think it makes the edit look way better when you do this. Okay, what is it doing though? It is framing our subject, okay? So down the bottom here is not an important part of the image. We want to draw our eye up and frame the subject a bit better. Maybe even a darker shadows down the bottom as well. Just a little bit. Okay, so off, on, off, on. I think that looks way better with that. Now let's continue to get these warm tones. So color grading will help us here. So I'm gonna be in shadows, a hue of 50, so a nice orangey yellow. I'm gonna drag this up. You can see how much more richness to these tones we get. Okay, so on, it's just bringing out all those yellows, all those oranges a bit more, okay? So I'm gonna have to play in here now, because like some colors are too saturated, like our greens and yellows. That's where we need to drop. See how big of a difference that makes? Dropping the saturation of all these tones and the oranges.
Lightroom tells you nothing about color. They just expect you to know all these rules to color. So most photographers think they know Lightroom really well, but when it comes to creating styles, there's this whole world of different techniques. I've made the world's first program for building your style. So you get all these different styles and we learn the why behind adjustments, in depth about color. It's the fastest way to get to the style you want, because when you understand like color theory so well and you learn Lightroom so in depth, and then you know all these different styles, you know how to pick the right edit for the photo, okay? Because we have all these different styles in one place, and it just really speeds up learning. It really lets us skip the guessing. We immediately just have transparency and knowledge on how to get these styles, because we have so many pros teaching. I'm there making sure people can get these pros results onto their images. It's a really foolproof way to get your style, a course that every single photographer needs. And I've spent over $50,000 consulting all these amazing photographers, getting their raw images, tell me exactly how you edit, and I've just like brought it all into one place. All these different styles, the raw image, the presets, the step-by-step lessons, so that we can really learn.
Okay, before we go further with the color, let's come down to calibration. So calibration is very hard to explain. It's just that every color is made up of red, green, and blue. So when you mess with red, you're messing with every color, because every color is made of red, green, and blue. That's the simplistic explanation of it. What we're going to do is I'm going to go to the right, and just trust me here, because I've worked with so many styles like this before. I kind of know how to get the orange tones, the rich tones. So this is all very important. And we go this way, helps us really get browns, and like brown is quite a hard color to achieve, so I like doing it this way sometimes. Actually, while we're down here, green. Okay, so our colors went a little bit muddy there, so we're gonna have to work on them a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is just make the greens a little bit, you can't see them too much being affected, but I'm gonna make them a little more blue. Yeah, okay, a lot of yellows are in greens, so you can see how big of a difference that makes. And blues, little bit in the sky, go about there. And then just the luminance, yellows, so I'm gonna make that shine. Now, the rest of the editing, gonna be tweaking with curves. Let's take greens down. So luminance is the brightness of colors. Deep in colors, not many blues in this one. Okay. So the most important part of any edit or getting good at editing is knowing the curves here. So what are we lacking in this image? I would say warm tones, like if you look at her shirt here, a lot more warm tones in hers. We look a little more on the red side. I might do some things and think about removing blue. See what happens. Tones, maybe I'll remove some blue from the shadows. So I'm looking at like an area down here. Yeah, I'm gonna think about increasing green tones. that little color shift we did there by adding green, because green is kind of close to yellow, so it gave off a nicer yellow rather than an orange. So this is color theory. You sort of got to know off the top of your head. If you want to play around, create your own style, create your own presets, you'll have to understand this stuff. Okay, so we're pretty close. I think, like, looking at her face, I see a lot more warmth. What I might do is possibly, again in the mids, drop the warmth a little. Plenty of warmth. Now, I'm looking up here, and if we zoom in to make it obvious, I see more blue over in her image, okay? So I'm gonna do it probably with this channel. So I'm just gonna try to remove red. So you see red over here in the square, and you see blue down here. I want more of this tone, so I'm gonna drop it a little bit. Comes on pretty strong. Hang on a little bit. And you want the right shade of blue. Like, you could get this blue, this is a very deep blue, or this is like a lighter blue, or there's purple, which is like a little bit close to blue, depending on what sort of shade of blue you want. So you mix and try to find your perfect tone. So I think we just look a little bit too green up there, so I'm going to play around with removing green to get more purplish blue, maybe even a deeper blue up there as well. And then by trying to place this blue in there, having cool tones and warm tones is a good technique to create balance in your image. Okay, so if we turn the curves on and off, okay, so they're playing a huge role in color. And like if we reset this channel, this is the smoothness part of the curve. Nice and smooth. We're reducing the brightness here. And then, yeah, and we played around in the curves here to get that right color and contrast. HSL, let's reset it. So finding the right saturation there. Helping those warm tones all come out. So enhancing that with the split toning there. Sharpening just up a little bit. And yeah, I'd say the temperature was probably how we got the warm tones mostly. It was a very, very cold original shot. Can make it feel warm and vibrant and bright. Okay, so shadows is also important because we don't want it too moody. We want to be able to see stuff. Yeah, and then there's a little bit of clarity for a bit of texture there. Okay, so we're about done. This was also important, this little adjustment here. Okay, our image could be a little smoother. So I like here, I think ours is just a little bright on her face, even her cheeks. So I'm thinking this, if I go a little bit to the left and down, a little bit darker. Now it's a little bit smoother. I think that looks a little better. Comment down below what you guys want to see, which photographers you want to see, and there's free trainings. Look down below and catch you the next one.